Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good morning, chat. Happy Wednesday. Happy Yankees W Day. Good morning. Good morning. How we feeling? Feeling good after last night's win. Let's have a great session today ahead of us. We got about 45 minutes until the open. So we'll chill out here a little bit, playing for some trades. Maybe we'll take a look at yesterday's trades. A nice little green day to start the bounce back from Monday's trades. But how we all feeling overnight? No trades really, looking pretty sideways. But longs look like they could want to be in. So let's take a look at the charts and see what we can find. I will remind you guys we'll be jumping over to AceFX TV in about 45 minutes, like I said, at the open. So before we get into the charts and before we get into that, we'll go over here to AceFX TV and you guys can all join for free if you haven't already. Just use code FIRST. The link's in my bio. It's already going to be put in for you. But that's where we'll be hopping over at the open 9:30 today. Yeah, we got a full stream today. Zach will be on. Austin should be on. James, myself, and then the rest of the week, as always. So the charts today. Looking at the 15-minute starts, normally how I do my top-down analysis is very simple. Of a 15-minute view of things, then we just go to the 1 minute for the rest of the day. But looking at the overnight view up here in black, definitely respecting it. Higher highs and higher lows slightly to start this overnight. Not a whole lot of movement on ES here, top to bottom. 18 points, but it's trying to climb higher and right back now above the overnight. And this dark blue one is the previous day's New York Open. So from yesterday's 9:30. So holding that as support, they're right on top of each other. So we might remove that soon just so we don't see that clutter. We know it's there. But regardless, buyers defending it. If you look at NQ, which I'm some of the few that do, looking a little different. You can see the previous day's New York Open is actually above us and rejected it twice here pre-market, but still kind of more bullish than bearish. I mean, you see the changeover of day here. We're right there now. So really a whole lot of nothing. But since yesterday's low, have we made new lows? No, we didn't fall lower overnight, right? None of these made a lower low from yesterday to make a new low a week. So buyers are still trying to hold in. Yes, it was a bearish day yesterday. Could have been a pullback day. So not going to call the shorts, not going to call the longs. Definitely would like to see it get back above its overnight. With that happening, if it could happen, ES is most likely still moving higher with that as well. So I think I like the longs as I normally do. But yeah, nice level to trade off of. You can see how well it was pinned. And then let's take a look at yesterday. I know let's take a look at NQ. I know Monday was clean, but let's just take a look at yesterday real quick. Yesterday, if you throw in that same overnight VWAP, turn that black, we were potentially liking longs, right? Let's just rewind this. Continue, start new. This is 10, let's go to 10:15, right? So 45 minutes after the open. We're still holding up here yesterday above that overnight after we had held this bottom. Clearly a push higher. Is this going to just try to settle here and then make a next new high? Because we are very bullish. I mean, was that an all-time high? That's an all-time high. I'm going to be bullish. But all sellers since the open slowly moving us lower with lower highs and lower lows. Take it to the next candle. You can see, okay, we're right back at it. Could it want to bounce here? Because maybe this is the full retest. So I still wasn't sure on the 1 minute, which maybe some of you were, which that's great. And I think there were some opportunities for that, maybe more so on ES. NQ was pretty choppy yesterday. But then you give it another 15 more minutes. Okay, kind of breaking below it now. But at the end of the day, this next candle could try to be bullish and look like a hold of it. So not out of the woods yet. Could still be making higher lows. And then it just, okay, this thing just keeps falling lower. We're breaking VWAPs. This isn't respecting any of them. It's below New York. It's below the overnight. Let's just sell this thing. So that was yesterday, right? Reading, reacting of I would like to find the longs if we could respect VWAPs, but we're not respecting them. And they're not showing any signs. Where if you come in on Monday, same premise, they're on that daily VWAP, pre-market, push higher, pull back. At the open, all that consolidation is at the overnight. And it didn't slice through it like it did yesterday. It respected it and bounced back into trend. So that's exactly why we're looking at it like we did yesterday, just different outcome. Didn't respect it. Monday it does. And so far today, this morning, it is respecting as well. And like I said, all of this is taught more in depth in Futures 2.0, which is also on AceFX TV. So if you sign up for free, you get full access to this. I give you all the levels, the VWAPs you should be looking at, where your stops go, all the good stuff. And there is an update coming to this. But if you want to watch that after our trading sessions today, definitely sign up for free. You could use code FIRST. And then when we take the trades on stream, you shouldn't be too confused, right? Especially once you go through it once or twice. But now we're caught up on the week. See this daily view up? We're slightly below it on NQ. But yes, it's holding that support. So you got to hold that long bias. Vanilla, and I noticed that on the 15-minute and 5-minute NQ, previous day's open VWAP got pinched, and on NQ is clear rejected by wick on the 5-minute time frame. I think the bigger the volume of the index is, the better respective VWAPs we have. Notice on the 15-minute and 5-minute NQ, previous day, yeah, I mean, sometimes you look at it, ES, we're clearly above it. So nothing but clear skies ahead for longs, but then on NQ, we're below it. We're kind of being pinched of, yes, we're above the overnight, but we're below previous days in New York. So it's not like I made a video about this on my YouTube before. It's not that we weigh the one VWAP over another in terms of which one or which asset is more important. It's more so like, how can they both be in agreement to find the best trades, right? So if they're neither one of them are being pinched, great, makes it easier to decide. If NQ is being pinched but ES isn't, again, neither one of them is better necessarily. They're probably going to line up with each other at some point in the day, and vice versa. If ES was being pinched but NQ looks clean, so you just try to find the optimal days when they both look like they're heading in the right direction. They both have full VWAP alignment. I don't know where the video is. Maybe ES versus NQ. I doubt that's the video, but it could it could be. Just go watch them all, I guess. But I think Austin sent in our BSC chat that he's long. Let's see what price, 77.1. So like right here. Right here. This is all in a 50 minutes. Let's go check out the one. It's going to tell the same story. If you go to the 1-minute chart, you can see overnight holding that VWAP. Previous days in New York and this overnight VWAP keep showing a nice level of support at this 67.68. Let's call it 68. Nice bounces. So playing probabilities, buyers have defended this price every time this morning, trying to find some longs back up, maybe even just to the highs, right? Especially heading into the open. I'm sure he'll be out of it before the open if he can just get some drift back to like 75, 76. So not looking to call the full bullish day, but just saying, yeah, this price has been respected all overnight. I'm not going to just predict we're going to break through it now. And then with that also in mind, this is how I'd also read it. ES is above these two VWAPs, holding some nice support. NQ, though, is actually below it. I wouldn't necessarily be chasing shorts over here, right? You can see these rejections for sure. And this is where it gets tough, maybe watching both assets rather than keeping it simple on one. But it'll also help you many days. So take the good with the bad. But we're below the VWAP. That why not chase that lower, right? New low a day, not low a day, but pull back. Let's go more shorts. Well, maybe ES isn't ready to move lower, so I don't know if NQ is gonna either. But also, ES, why is that gonna go higher if NQ doesn't look like it wants to go higher? So it just depends on which one your way. But I think longs, for now, especially just being so bullish, I always like to look at the daily chart. It's not gonna be a whole lot of information. Yesterday's big sell-off, just a little red candle, just a pullback to the start of month VWAP, although it's only the 8th. Very bullish. Made an all-time high yesterday. Pullback, we're how far? We're 30 points from all-time high. I'm going to have to lean long until we really get breaks of structure lower and continue that bearish sentiment, but just higher lows, right? We had that higher low a couple weeks ago at the mid-September. Now, could it still pull back? For sure. And still move higher? Yes. Or could it bleed a little bit more and still eventually move higher? Obviously, but intraday, day trading on the 1-minute and 15-minute in the next 45 minutes after the open, just going to read and react to the New York VWAP, right? Let's pretend this is the New York, this black one. If we're holding above it at the open, I'm going to read and react to longs. If we break below and start breaking structure, I'll flip that bias to shorts. Very reactionary. Not married to any one bias. Similar to what we said yesterday, let's go to the regular trading hours on ES. Was liking those longs on ES yesterday because of the overnight VWAP, right? It's not matching up with that. So I'm not going to just marry that and say, no, the longs must come in. They have to. I'm just super bullish. No, react to the lower highs, the breaks of all VWAPs below, and you find a short. My short was very late in terms of clearly without some VWAPs below you, there's great opportunities in here. My short didn't come until down here. But the simple lower day VWAP break, clearly a flush. I'm not jumping in on that. I almost kind of want to buy that. But this also goes to the point of trying to buy the bottom of something. It's just also hard to time, first of all. But also, okay, I buy it where on that strong push because now it's like convincing me buyers are actually going to turn. All right, let's just say you even go with an 8-point stop there. It goes into profit, but like it's very short lived before sellers step right back in. Right. So you need like a really good price and a really good exit where sellers can step in at any moment. And then they do, better off just selling that than trying to time the bottom and know how far it's going to go. Sellers step in, ride it back lower. Right. I took it out here before it turned, thankfully, because it made a strong new low. It's a flush, nice big candle, simple trend continuation rather than trying to be all cute and call the bottom. I think I might have given a few more. I did call the bottom later, though. Such a hypocrite. I tend to say that, like, don't buy the bottom, but I'll do it sometimes. But for good reason, I think. There was a level on NQ yesterday's low, the white line. Zach was on stream yesterday. He'll be on stream again today. He was pointing out yesterday's low on NQ as a target for him, right? So first of all, my short's in here. Let's go get that target. That was fulfilled. Cool. But then it also held this yesterday's low level after a very, again, an opinion maybe, very strong move down of overextended. Then once I see this lower day VWAP break not carry with momentum like it did back here on my trade, okay, could this be the slowing we need to not maybe rip for new highs, but just get a little bit of a pullback? And if I can get the price at an extreme, right, like buy it at the low rather than try to buy it while it's rising, it's very short lived, comes right back, right? But if I can get a really low price, I'm trying to call the bottom, almost like fall off the sidewalk of if it makes a new low, yeah, get me out of that, then I like it, especially when it's off a level that seems to be significant after an extended flush, and I'm up on the day. I made a YouTube video on this. It'll be coming out probably today or maybe not today. Last week's trades will come out today. Of if I'm going to take a trade like this, it's not going to be my first trade of the day. I'm going to be already up on the day playing with some profits, but less profits than what I made on the first one. If this is your first trade selection of the day, first of all, it's 12:30. Hopefully, if you don't find something by then, you're taking a break and you're walking away. And second of all, if you're risking just $500 on a counter trend play, no, I'm up 500. Let's try to sprinkle on another 250 or so. And if we don't, we're still up 300 or so. We could live with that green no matter what. I would not try to play this idea first trade of the day because they're tough. There's really no news this week, so hopefully this thing can get some lift. Just drift higher with no news. Yeah, FOMC meeting minutes today at 2. Nothing crazy. Powell speaks tomorrow. Pre-market unemployment claims every Thursday, and consumer sentiment on Friday. Yep, nothing crazy. How'd you guys all make out yesterday? Take all those shorts? I didn't really mark them up because they were just probably should a few ups in my way, but very sideways. Let's go to this 15. Like I said, we'll be jumping over to Apex TV in about 30 minutes. Austin's going to probably kick us off just because I'm on here, but then we'll get rocking and rolling over there into the open. So if you can go to my Twitter, you can go anywhere. The link's in there. But let's just admire this beauty real quick. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. He never does a bat flip. How you know it's real? Oh, Where's that? Where's the Valpole line camera? I need that one. That's a good one. Cinema. Let's do this. Can we hear this now? Who's speaking? Marlon Man there. Even if that's the only win and the last win, that's a great one. Maybe some hope. Aaron Judge had his Yankee moment in the playoffs coming in clutch. We'll take that. Take that any day. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gold is having its all-time high rally. Worth taking a peek at. Moves every day from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. I am not trading at that time. But yeah, I know gold's been ripping, but I don't trade it. Traded it in the CFD days. I'm good. I'm I like the way it moves. Billionaire Boys Club. I had a T-shirt from Billionaire Boys Club with the spaceman on it. Is that you? You're going to be live with you on YouTube with Austin. So today we're not going to be live on Through the Open. We will on Friday most likely. I know he'll be gone because a few of the guys at IBSC, maybe some of you guys as well, are heading to LA for the, I don't want to butcher the name, but Traders meetup. It's not for a cause. So he'll be off Thursday, Friday, but we'll still be holding down the regular streams on ASPEX TV. So that's why make sure you guys are signed up. But he's here in the wings. He's watching over me, my protector. Make sure I don't say anything stupid. But if I talk too much about the Yankees, he'll probably pull my cam, turn me off. But how is gold? Just because I know a few people on stream trade it. No one that's streaming on ASPEX TV trades it, but people in the chat, they trade it. $4,000. 4 G's for gold, huh? It's a daily chart? Holy fuck. I remember this rip. We were talking about that in the new year. I'm like, oh wow, very steady climb. I mean, it's been a steady climb for 2 years, I guess, but then it just settles into this, right? So who said I should trade gold? James? What do I do with all this shit for 120 days? Blow my brains out? Throw my computer out the window? Because that's trash. Oh my God. If the ES or NQ sits sideways for 3 months, the world's shutting down. Something's broken. So, but then you look at it like this, it's like, yeah, just close your eyes and buy it. Damn. Yeah, that's definitely impressive. It has its moments. All assets do. You know, you could look at YM. Looks like a disgusting sometimes on the intraday. Maybe even you could say this, like this 2 week stretch here, 20 days. What the hell do I do all this? Just barcode sideways. Even down here. All markets have their bad days. They'll have their good days. Just which ones have the most consistently good ones or ones that you can find setups in. So if you're hammering gold and it's doing good, keep it up. No harm in that. All right, back to Aaron Judge being the GOAT. Where is it? Definitely at the top. Oh, yeah. In the first video, I didn't even see the ball. It's going to be somewhere along here, chat. Keep your eyes peeled. There it is. Oh, God. That's fucking sick. That is sick. I should go tonight. I should fly back up north. And the Phillies didn't play, so Austin's off the hook. Nothing happened. So hopefully they could rally as well. I think they're just still down 2-0 as were we, but they play today. Yep. Today at 9. Ooh, that's late. Is it in LA? It's in LA. But Yankees got one. Let's hope the Phillies get one. Then the Yankees get 2. Phillies get 2. And now we're tied. Boom, boom.
I'm here. I'm here.
Talking about the Phillies. His eyes pop.
I popped. I'm ready to go. What's up, bro? Good morning. I'm going to LA tonight too, so I'll be on the plane while the game's going on. I'll have to watch
Maybe
from
over the stadium.
I know. I'm wearing my specifically have to wear my Philly shirt for the flight. You know what I'm saying? Got to rep the gang.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Are you going to the game? You're a little late."
Dude, you'll laugh. You know, this is why I love you, bro. You get my sports references well. There was this guy on Twitter this morning. He goes, like, you know, that whole, like, don't let a white boy get hot. Like, don't let a white boy get motion. It was that, but in a tweet. It was like, the Phillies taking the blue jerseys to the Yankees. I got that fresh October. It's the coldest day of October. It was like listing all these things of like, don't let me get fucking excited that the Phillies can come back and win. Yeah. You know they're going to win tonight. You know they're not getting swept, so it's going to make me excited. And then we're going to be holding on for dear life. Come what will the next game be? I guess Friday.
Yeah.
Or will it be back-to-back nights? Will it be tomorrow? It'll be Thursday. And then the final will be Saturday in Philly.
Yeah, because you guys have Two
Saturday
games in a row
night in
LA.
Philly. Could you imagine they tie it and it goes back to Philly, dude? That would be a crazy
That's what
game.
the Yankees are trying to tie it to go back
I
to
know. I
Toronto.
know, dude. Last night, that was the first time I think in 80 games that the Blue Jays had been leading into whatever inning and lost. Yeah.
Well, no,
Never
and they're
happens.
39-0 this year when they were up by when they scored 6 runs, they were up by 5 runs. Either one. But yeah, definitely not probable. It was 6-1. I just crumbled. It's like
Crumbled.
really? A sweep? But then,
I am sitting in that long, everybody, too. 67, 70, and 3/4. I got a couple contracts on. I like the bounce off the overnight VWAP. I like that we have this same kind of setup here where low of day is like way, 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 way back in Asian session. Yep. So we're above that VWAP, and now that VWAP is going to be above, both of the VWAPs we have on screen there. So pretty bullish. So I'm looking just for a little pop, bro. Bookmap has orders up to 67.85, bro. 73.80, 82, 81, 83, 85 is heavy. Now there's some algos involved there, but nothing underneath. Nothing.
Yeah, I like to look at these like not that I can't sell off again, but you got yesterday's low setting after the strong flush. We're out of gas. No new lows are being made after 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
That we've just kind of slowly crawled our way higher. And then since overnight, not much, but still just slightly more buyers and sellers that this can move higher. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yep.
Rather than, okay, now the sellers are in and they're going to send us back to that low.
Did you take any trades yesterday after the short? You caught the sell-off I saw later in the day, and then that was it?
And then we had a long off that yesterday's low.
Oh, right. You did. I like that one too, bro. Look at you. That one's good.
11, 15-minute candles in a row or something.
All right. Now you got to start putting your entry and exit. I want to see if you actually top tick that on the way out, dude.
No,
like
I put the note here of where I got out.
Okay. Oh, out there. Nice. Yeah. You caught a little
because I was already up on the day. I closed this after it's all about with these. It's there's the momentum. Like get me out when it starts slowing that momentum, and then it cost me because it pulls back. Would have been safe. Could have gotten more. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those of like, here's my lower day view up short over here. The stop loss is right at current structure.
Right.
No, but no, this is a momentum play. This thing is bleeding. This should keep up that momentum. And if it doesn't,
I don't want
maybe that deeper pullback to New York is coming in. So get me out. So taking that same thing over here, like put off of that yesterday's low. Where is the momentum of sellers here? There is none. It's like they're not just ripping us lower. Maybe they're slowing. So let's go try to trade that reversion now rather than maybe try it an hour before or something like that, Yep. But you ever stop something like this, just all below this?
Yeah.
Crap
Here, I can put, let me take the screen here. This is what my setup looks like here.
Yeah.
So you can see stop is down by 64, but you can look at the book map above us. You see what I'm saying? So like you pointed out the higher lows, you pointed out the structure well, then you add in this bullish looking book map right now. I'm like, well, if I don't take some longs here off this VWAP, this thing may move up to 85 and I may not get a pullback to this VWAP. I don't know.
How many times overnight has it held 68?
Right.
And all y'all hate on ICT, but can't deny everyone who makes millions using his concepts. I don't know a single millionaire using his concepts.
I know like some people like Jade Cap gives credit to ICT, I think a little bit. Zach would say some ICT stuff. I think the terminology is taking concepts of price action that then have been tested through time and people have traded through time, but then putting new language to it that makes it even simpler, right? So then you attract, not to be disrespectful, but like simpler minded people, kids that don't have as much even experience in life, let alone markets. It's easier for them to understand now because you've dumbed it down even more, but the concept of what a fair value gap is or an imbalance is not new. ICT didn't invent that, in my opinion, from at least because there's people older than him that have been trading it for longer than him. So I don't know how you could say he invented that, but I think I've interviewed like this weekend, I got Christian Williams. I just posted the trailer. Christian's coming on the podcast. He trades ICT and VWAP. And I think everybody will really like that episode of the Day Trading Show because often you're like, should I trade like ICT? Should I trade like VWAP? Christian goes, no, I'll do both, but it depends on market condition. So you get to see how he adapts to the longs in trend with VWAP versus the consolidation and the chop. And then he's using reversions and fair value gaps and imbalances and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a good episode.
Yeah. Is Arb's question.
Yeah, Zarb's
Arb's
crushing it.
crushing it. Plenty of people use it.
I mean, look at this book map, bro.
I mean, this pre-market, is it ever pretty exciting in either direction?
Here.
And you got the lack of follow through on NQ to the downside, so let's go higher. Any crazy stock stuff overnight?
I don't think so. AI Summit keynote by Treasury Secretary Bessent on October 21st. That's interesting.
I mean, even if you're throwing an all-time high VWAP, even though it's yesterday's high, you're above that. So no matter how this works out, you're playing off a support level and above every
Hey, at
VWAP.
least I'm not
So,
short. That's what you're saying.
yeah, there's no reason to be short right now. You're gonna hold it through the open in 20 minutes, or just look to squeeze out a little bit.
I don't know. I was just thinking that it just looks the book map looks so good. No, that's why I had the original take profit up at 80, like here. Oh shit, dude. Hold on. Did I change this? Yeah, I did. All right, good. I'm not getting tapped out at $323 again like yesterday. Which, man, that was luck, dude. That was pure fucking luck that tapped me out at personal daily profit target. Top ticked it in the pullback for the lower high before it sold off. That was so lucky, dude. So lucky. I squeezed
Yeah,
that.
what the? Oh, this looks good. Why are you taking me out? All right, never mind. I appreciate it.
Right. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. So, like, I guess the way to think about it is if I get out and then it moves up here, am I going to be willing to buy it up here? Yeah. No reason not to. 85 has all these orders on. 85 is so high, dude. 85 is almost all the way back up the move. 85 is here from the
Yeah.
sell off.
Yeah, and if you're gonna push back into trend, you'd want to be down at this view up rather than trying to buy it away from it. Definitely comes into play, but
Yeah.
you have a line in the sand. If it does break back into the 60s during the open, it's probably not looking very bullish.
No, I think we try to give it a few more minutes. A few more minutes.
Still got 18 minutes.
James Mr. Smith said, it will go there. Leave it at 80. Mark my words. Okay.
I'm going.
I feel like I should get out now since the chat's telling me to hold the trade. I feel like I don't need. Now it makes me nervous.
I know where it's going.
Yeah. Famous last words. Famous last words. Getting my Instagram posts up. So far on this phone, bro, highly recommend. Do you have a Max or you got a regular? Like, are you on the big boy phone?
Max, got the big boy.
Yeah, I've been fucking up not having a Max, dude. It's so much better.
You didn't usually?
No, it's my first one.
Oh, wow. Well, you got those little hands, you know.
Whoa.
It's like holding an iPad now for you, isn't it?
Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my God. That was funny. Yeah, it looks good. It's being nice, hopefully a nice little win we can run into market open with.
IM looks good. Yeah.
I'm probably going to take it here any second. I don't know if I'm going to hold the full thing. Might come back into market open. I wouldn't be like, as I look at the 15-minute, I wouldn't be surprised if it pulled back into the overnight VWAP, you know?
It's crazy. You got 15 micros on. It's only $100.
I know.
It moves nowhere.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
I got some off there right before that push lower.
That's why I sometimes do like NQ. You're like floating $200 before you even blink, but it can go dangerous as well.
It can, yeah. I mean, I could have been 30 contracts and we'd be up 4. You know what I mean? It would have been better, but it just didn't move as much as I thought it was going to move here.
Yeah. Well, if you get a little pop at the starting of 15, just go back to like 77.
Bro, did you see this picture? They got these guys, these Texas-looking boys going to Chicago or something for National Guard, Texas National Guard. Look at that. Imagine that dude shows up on your street, bro. Somebody commented on this when I saw it on Twitter and said, Meal Team 6.
Yeah, I could outrun him.
I could definitely outrun him, but
That's
he's going to
gun,
shoot me
though,
with that
so
gun.
I don't think I'm at it.
He's a good shot, dude. That guy's been shooting since his grandpa taught him back on the farm. Yeah, all eyes on the baseball this morning, dude. All eyes on the baseball. No golf. Not even looking at tennis right now. I'm not that interested in these tournaments in China. What?
Is there even golf?
There's a small tournament this weekend, yeah, somewhere.
Who's playing tomorrow in the NFL? Anyone good? You see Joe Flacco back to the bank, not back, but going to
But
the
back
Bengals.
going to the Bengals. Yeah, I saw that last night. I
And
mean,
they
I don't
play
know
the
how.
Packers. He just beat the Packers a few weeks ago on the Browns.
Right.
Imagine he goes 2-0 on them.
That's why they brought him. They're like, dude, we don't know how we're going to beat him. Call Flacco. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow's the Eagles.
Eagles Giants.
I know. We're thinking about it, dude. We're idiots. I'm like overthinking it. No, Eagles Giants on Riley's birthday too.
In New York. So you're
And
away
then-
from home, you're telling me.
And then we play him again in like 2 weeks, I think. 3 weeks. Yeah,
Well,
that, I mean,
actually,
this has to
2-0.
be a fucking dominant. Make me regret saying Jackson Dart is good. And Eagles need to drag ass on these Giants, or it's going to be ruthless on the internet. The feedback on them, the Phillies fans are going to destroy them if they don't beat the Giants' ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the Giants just lost to the Saints.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
guys just lost, so I don't think you go back to back.
No, I don't think he'd go back to back.
Jets are in London,
Yeah.
9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. With Denver. Yeah, I see that. I think Seahawks Jags is probably my favorite 1:00 game. I would have picked the Rams Ravens 1:00 game, but without Lamar, it's not going to be interesting. I
Yeah.
think the Patriots Saints game will be competitive. I think the Cowboys Panthers game will be probably a Cowboys, route. That guy, what's the quarterback for the Panthers? Bryce
Yeah.
Young, not good, just not good.
No, he's like,
No.
he's very short. You can't see over the line. He gets a
Yeah.
lot of batted balls.
Yeah, tough. I can relate.
Yeah.
4:00 game though, game of the day probably is. Yeah, man, probably it's either
49ers Bucks.
Yep, or Lions
Sunday
Chiefs
night
after
though.
that.
Sunday night Chiefs Lions is the good one.
Taking another 5 off this trade here, brother. So I got 5 left of the 15. Bagged 50 on each account times 5, so not bad start, but it's just not moving. So I'm not gonna. So we get closer and closer to the open. I'm not gonna marry it, dude. Commanders Bears. That's gonna be painful to watch. Bills Falcons. I'm not interested in that. Raiders Titans. Battle of the shitty teams. Browns Steelers will hopefully be competitive, but Aaron Rodgers can just go off. Chargers should rout the Dolphins. Colts should kick the Cardinals' ass. I think the Cardinals are overrated. Rams are going to beat the Ravens.
You see the MVP standings?
Yeah, of course I saw it, dude.
Why is
crazy.
Mahomes in second? What has he
I
done?
retweeted that. I'm like, how are you going to have Patrick Mahomes on here when he's having the worst season ever?
What has he done?
Ever.
He just hasn't done anything.
No, it's the worst season he's ever had. And they're like,
Crazy.
no, dude, MVP, bruh. MVP. Patty Mahomes, bruh. It's like, no.
I
no,
gotta
no.
find.
What's wrong with Bears Commanders? What's wrong with Bears Commanders is the Bears quarterback paints his fingernails, and the Commanders quarterback seems to have forgotten how to play football.
Look at this one. This man is disgusting. Look at
Oh,
his regular
well, that's
season
dude,
numbers.
That's why
but
you
then
pay
his
him the
post,
fucking
he's
money.
batting 500.
Stop, dude. That's ridiculous. Batting 5. That's why you pay that guy $80 million or
I
whatever.
mean, these are MVP numbers for the regular season, and then in the postseason, he's doing even better.
Crazy.
Crazy. And that
The
home run
762
yesterday,
on the slugging is ridiculous.
the OPS, it's like anything above 1 is insane. And he's got 1-3. I think he's also got 6 home runs tied with Big Poppy when facing elimination.
Wow.
But it was absolutely insane. And then Jazz, the next inning, hit a home run to get the lead.
Mm.
Zach, so happy the NBA is back. I can't do NFL. I'm chopped. Yeah, I remember Zach when he first got into like NBA sports betting. He was just on a hot streak. I'm like, are you even watching these games? What are you doing? How is this happening? He was
Well,
cooking.
there are people that don't watch the games and still bet, just play odds.
I was like, did he even know like any of the teams?
Nah. Everybody's got
Yeah,
their
all
sport,
day.
though, dude.
Is Jaden Daniels playing? I don't know.
I don't even know.
I feel like he was hurt, but maybe he's back.
Maybe Carson Wentz is playing.
No, he might be back. Because I think, are they playing the Chargers? No.
Now we're lifting. Come on, we lifting a little now, buddy. 9:20 in the morning. Now, like you can see, look, there's just nothing down here. Everybody on the book map to take the orders.
Yeah.
We're going up to 85. I mean, the plan here, everybody, we're going to move to ASFX TV in about 2 minutes. We're going to pause. If you're streaming with us here, we're going to pause. We're going to go to ASFX TV. So you can click the link in my bio, click the link in Evan's bio. We're going to be live for the next few hours. Zach's going to come on stream, show us his trades, call out a couple of ideas there. So we will be hopefully green here Well, definitely green on this trade, and then green again with the trades we call on stream. So hit the link in the bio. First month's free. You don't even need to put the code in. The link will give you that first free month. Evan's got it. I've got it. Anyone that works with us, all of our social media has the link in bio where you can get that first month free. So come trade with us. Come hang out. I'm going to go get it set up, Ev. I'll see you on there.
Sounds good. He's also a crier, yeah. Let's have a great day. And Q's catching some lift here, now getting back above. It's overnight. Let's get that to cut through. It's previous days in New York at like 25,100. And let's go get yesterday's high, shall we? You can see that big flush, but then have we continued any of that momentum? No. Just slowly taking the steps higher. So let's clear this pre-market level and find some nice longs. I'm sure Zach's got his previous day's POC somewhere up here, but maybe it's down here. We'll find that out. He'll be on stream, but ES holding out a VWAP. That's why you want to be in around, whether you're long or short. Ideally, it comes down to what side is the trend. You want to be in at this VWAP as close as possible to get a nice price. Yeah, we got about 9 minutes to the open. Hopefully this can break for a new high today, heading here into the open. Yeah, what is NDOG? I know RTH. I'm on RTH on the 1 minute every time I trade. That's what we'll go here at the open. Look at the New York VWAP. I don't know what NDOG is. You mean UpDog? What's UpDog? Nothing much. What's up with you? Talking to myself, chat. Or down bad. So hopefully Austin can pull a win. I know he bagged some profits out of that already, so maybe he's break even on the rest. Let this thing maybe rip into the open, give it a little pop. If not, it's like 4 points on a couple micros. Not giving back too much gains. But he'll be kicking off ASPEX TV. So like I said, probably started already. Go over there. Wednesday, you'll see. He'll start it up in just a couple minutes here. And let's have a great Wednesday. Great hump day. New day opening gap. So the gap fill. Why are we getting all technical with it? We're just talking about gap fill? But yeah. All right. I'll have Zach break that down to me. Any questions, I just run to him. I'll see you guys on stream in a couple minutes. If you need a top 1 account as well, link's always in my bio. Right now they're 45% off, and you can copy and trade 3. I know 5 accounts is probably going to come back. I just don't know when. So you could also buy 3 now, and then when 5 comes out, just buy 2 more. You don't have to wait for 5 to come out to just buy 5. But yeah, if you need those, links are always in the bio. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me pre-market. We'll do it again maybe tomorrow, but if not, we'll definitely do it on Friday to finish off the week. All right, so trade safe, trade smart. Don't unravel anything good you've done Monday, Tuesday. Let's have a great week. And I'll see you guys on ASPEX TV in a couple minutes. All right, let's kick it off, get in the chat here, and let's have a good one.